Hello, YouTube. May the fourth be with you. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This is of the original Star Wars, the one that started it all, from 1977. Star Wars: A New Hope, yeah, or AKA just Star Wars when it first came out. I done the prequel trilogy. Now we're doing the original trilogy, and in the chat, please be respectful because if I see any repetition, I'm gonna block you. Just as a warning, I'm not gonna say it again. So let's get started. This is the original Star Wars before Disney and all that. You know? Lucasfilm. That used to mean something. Now, hey, Spider-Man, what's up? I saw your comment. There it is. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away from our civilization. Yep. The one and only. The one George Lucas created with his own hands. What's up, Iron Lantern? Episode 4. A New Hope. A period of civil war. It is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. During the battle, Rebels spies, which we won't mention in Rogue One, managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Pursued by the Empire, sinister agents, Princess Leia races home aboard her starship, custodian of the stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. Those words used to mean so much, and they still do. No hat this time because, I don't want to look for my hat. I'll just wear the other hat when I do Empire and Return of the Jedi. In the meantime, you guys can look at this. Yeah, this is my Mando shirt. My brother. Look at this. Cool art. Here we go. The first thing you see is the Rebel blockade runner and that Star Destroyer that keeps on going forever. It's amazing how they did this in the 70s. Thanks, man. If you're going to do Star Wars, you got to do it right. Excuse me. Eat some bread. So the Rebels. These films are timeless, man. Plus, this year's the 45-year anniversary of the original Star Wars. Mm-hmm. These stormtroopers, just the original stormtroopers. They say the stormtroopers can't hit anything. They killed a couple of these rebels. And I have all these toys, man, of the original movies. Mm-hmm. This is where the fun begins. This is where it all started. An idea and one director's vision, not a studio. There's Darth freaking Vader, yeah, the one and only. The most yeah, the most recognizable breathing in movie history. Yeah. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. We all miss you. 2016 was a very sad year because we lost her. She was so beautiful. Yeah. No one will miss the hobo when she's gone because she ruined the franchise, in my opinion. But I'm not going to get to that. I'm not doing those films. He breaks this guy's neck. Get out of here. I just miss what Star Wars used to mean the world to me. Now I just look forward to the shows that are going to be on Disney Plus because those have been really good mostly. Of course, you did the prequel trilogy last year. I did. I did all three of them. Darth Vader, the most iconic villain, yeah, and there won't be another one. Mm. These films are actually cult films that became a big phenomenon when you think about it. And they changed cinema forever. Yeah, they're in the escape pod. Mm. Mm-hmm. Those hair buns were so cute. All around. Well, pods of the ripple line. Yep, he's like telling her off. Mm-hmm. He tells her a thing or two. There's a reason this has lasted for 45 years because it's a classic. You can't do better than a classic, guys. It's just the truth. I won't be doing a podcast tomorrow. I need a break because tomorrow I need to rest, and then Friday I'm going to the theater to see Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I want to see these original films in the theater if they could finally re-release them without the alternate, without the special editions in the theater with the way they were meant to be seen. Yep, I know. We have. We had to suffer through 5 years of Disney bullshit. Too much. Like, we never needed a Star Wars movie every year. There's a reason Lucas did it for 3 years with each trilogy he did. Because it gave us time to heal. Giving us the same thing every year gets repetitive. Ask the freaking, Sony or Fox or whatever. At least Marvel gave us a break after when the pandemic happened. They pushed all of their stuff for 2021, so at least we got a year off from them. But it was a withdrawal because we have New Mutants, and that was made years ago. We can't stop giving us the same thing all the time. Give us something different. Hi, Don Avenger fan. Again, I warned you. I'm not going to say it again. Talk about the film. No freaking. Don't mention any crossovers. Don't mention any freaking questions. I'm not going to answer them. Plain and simple. This is not a Q&A. No more adventures. And they really were in the desert. There's no CGI. They were miserable in Tunisia and Africa in these hot costumes and sets. Mm-hmm. That is hard to get through because, trust me, I know what it's like to be outside in the heat. Your body feels like it's melting. At least this movie's shorter than the movie I did yesterday. What was it? Oh yeah, The Avengers. Yeah, even with the added scenes, it's a lot shorter. That bone is from Mando. It was that giant dragon thing. Mm. I thought that was a Jawa's head when I was a kid. No, it's the Sandcrawler. It's amazing how these films still they still look good, even no matter what format. VHS, Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, whatever. It's the things they preserve that still matter. Not McClunky, which was never needed on Disney Plus, by the way. That was stupid. I saw A New Hope on Disney Plus. Don't see that version. That's the worst version of A New Hope. Yeah. Not only does it have the CGI add-ons from the special editions, which don't bother me now, but it's that McClunky scene was not needed in the film. Lucas should have burned that and never released it to the public. Here's the Jawas. Because it's stupid. It makes no sense. Who the hell is McClunky? An Irish Star Wars character? 2012 movie. There is no 2012 movie. It was a TV show. Durr. Yeah, this movie won several Oscars because it didn't win Best Picture, but that's only because there was a better movie that came out. Oh, titty! Yeah. I have these toys, man. I used to play with them all the time. I still have my Star Wars toys. If you look around my room, I still have my collectible Star Wars toys from the originals and the prequels because those are the ones that will matter. I saw this movie when I was 10 for the first time. I was a little boy in the 90s. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, little hoodie creatures. Drop it, drop it. Dun, 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 dun. It's amazing how these films, they've stood the test of time. Yeah. We're talking about if there wasn't a 2012 movie. There was Turtles Forever, but that was 2009. I believe it was no 2012 film. You're wrong. It was a cartoon. Just to let you know. There's the Gonk droid and the R5D4. Mm-hmm. I saw this R2 unit at a convention a couple years ago, and I patted it on the head. Gonk. This thing looks like the Fly. These designs are great. Here come the first of the add-ons, the Dewbacks, which I have the toy of that too. The Dewback and the Ronto creature, which was added in the special edition. I'll be dressing up as Luke Skywalker. I wish I could, yeah. I still have these toys, man. Thoughts on Paddington? I don't watch Paddington. I never seen any of the films or the cartoons because it's British, and I'm not a fan of that. And by the way, the Dewbacks didn't even move in the original film, just to let you know. This is one of the few add-on effects I think work. Because the Dewbacks in the original didn't even move. They were just mannequins that were just frozen. Wake up. Hey. We're doomed. You could do a drinking game and how many times he says we're doomed. Yes, I know, Dolly. I know. They're making noise outside. They've been making noise outside for the past 2 weeks. At least Friday, I won't be here. So, and don't spoil Multiverse of Madness, guys. Not in the chat. Don't go on my Facebook. Don't share anything on Twitter. Keep that to yourself. I want to see that movie blind. I do not want to see it with people ruining it. I think the effects are better than The Last Jedi. Yeah, because again, that movie is a travesty. I'll never watch that for May the 4th be with you, ever. I'd rather watch the originals again and again, and the prequels, and any of the cartoons that came out, that like Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch. There's another Gong Droid. There's Mark freaking Hamill, man. Yep, so one of the most talented voice actors ever, because he's the best Joker voice I've ever heard. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Doctor Strange, does it even matter? Uncle Owen is coming back for the Obi-Wan TV show. There's my favorite Star Wars character. Which one? Binaries, yeah. When we ask what do you prefer, what do you say? Does it even matter? But it's such station to pick up some power converters. Luke is supposed to be 18, even though Mark Hamill was 24 when he got the role. And the red one. Come on, Red, let's go. Luke Skywalker, yeah. The red blew up, yeah. Yeah, Uncle Owen. That blue one, yep. The blue one that's transcended time. BB-8 is cute, but he's basically a rejected R2 unit, a beach ball thing. I still prefer Mando's, the child, Baby Yoda, because Baby Yoda's cute and serves a purpose, and is not a joke. Yeah, it does feel good. Of course, this was once a good franchise until Disney got their dirty hands on it, bombarding it with agendas, making two spin-offs that no one asked for, and retconning the original. Exactly. It took until The Mandalorian to get things back on track, and by then it was too late. It was 2019. That's why there hasn't been a movie in 3 years, and trust me, I'm better off for it. I don't need agendas are Russ after what they did with Turning Red. When we ask, what do you prefer to say? It doesn't matter. Why? Why? Because again, if it doesn't have to anything to do with the films, why do you even bother answering it? I told you this is not a Q&A, and it's very repetitive. John Avenger fan relations, and this is my counterpart, R2D2. At least Iron Lantern's keeping on subject, you know? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Also, after seeing him and Anakin on the freaking in Tatooine, I didn't need a knockoff Tatooine called Jakku. That was just dumb. Yep, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Yep, that's coming. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's your sister, dude. He didn't know. There is, yeah. Hey, Network 90. Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the next show that's coming out with Hugh McGregor coming back. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, Ben Kenobi, yep. Network Eddie wasn't even here yesterday, yeah. It's already 12 o'clock. Are we being rude? No, just stick on the subject. Obi-Wan died August 5th, 2000. Yeah, that was Alec Guinness, yeah. May he rest in peace. There you go. Mm-hmm. What message? His parents said you're runt innards. Yeah. Hmm. Plus, in the original artwork, Luke was supposed to be a girl, so they took that idea and they made the freaking hobo. I'm like, why? Why? I don't want to look at some desert girl with no freaking sexiness. Yeah, kiss my ass, Kathleen Kennedy. So Obi-Wan Kenobi going to redeem Ewan McGregor from stuff like gay Black Mass? Yeah, because again, he hasn't done something like this in years. Why is it and now it's almost crossover dumb? Because it's never going to happen. Well, actually, because they're two separate franchises, and the Chipmunks don't fight. Wizards. No, that's Harry Potter. Wizards is Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, not Star Wars. There's the blue milk, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and if it wasn't for movies like this, we wouldn't have had Harry Potter or the MCU or anything. semester for the harvest. Yeah, and yet they both get burned to a crisp. I know. I have to wait a whole another year to get my Flash movie. But you know what? If Ezra Miller can calm himself down, maybe that movie will be a hit. He has to, because Fantastic Beasts, let's face it, the third one flopped because of him and J.K. Rowling. Yeah. They would have made a lot more money if it was a smaller budget and there was no controversy. He has too much of his father in him. Yeah, I know. Too much of Anakin Skywalker. It's iconic scene, the binary sunset scene. You're not going to top this, so don't even try it. That music is amazing, man. John Williams' score, man. Mwah. It gives me chills every time I hear that. And he also did the music for Harry Potter. So there. The two sons. Oh my god. I feel that right through my arms are shaking because of with so much excitement because I hear that music and I'm like, that's Star Wars, damn it. That is Star Wars. What Disney gave us was soulless and just a cash grab. This is Star Wars. I could just feel it in my veins. When I heard the Duel of the Fates and the Obi-Wan trailer, I had chills for days. And I haven't had chills since I got my Moderna shot. That's Star Wars to me when I could feel it in my bones. It's like Star Trek, the original series, the movies, the original films, the Next Generation. That was Star Trek to me. Not the J.J. Abrams movies were hit and miss. Not horrible, but hit and miss. And Picard, I didn't even waste my time. That sunset, yeah, it gives me chills every time. Every single time. I just like, damn, that's a great scene. Without the music, it's not the same. It's just a nice, beautiful shot, but no, you don't feel the atmosphere. There's a reason why this is the most legendary franchise of all time from back in the day. Because without this, we wouldn't have had the MCU. Because that became a universe on its own. Even though comics were written before Star Wars and Star Trek and everything. Because they started making comics in like the 1930s or the 40s back in the day. You saw she has a crock pot. By midday, or there'll be hell to pay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the land speeder. Yeah, there was a land speeder in Mando as well, and Luke is a kid in Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's the Tusken Raiders or the Sand People. That there's the Bantas. Yeah, they had those in the new shows too. Master Luke is your rightful owner now. We'll have no more of this Obi-Wan Kenobi gibberish. See, I know these lines like the back of my hand. If Ezra Miller continues to do criminal stuff, someone to the internet ought to create a list of actors who can replace him. Yeah, that's going to happen. I mean, the movie's already done, but there's going to be another actor replacing him in a couple of years. Because guess what? Anybody is replaceable now. With the Warner Brothers deal with Discovery, all the CW shows are going to be wiped out, and all the Snyderverse will be wiped out as well. Banthas, yeah, they're baby elephants, just covered in things. Yeah. I love that. I love that. You're not gonna do better than that, man. Those sound effects, I'm like that. That's a part. That's part of my DNA, guys. If Ezra Miller could be replaced. I mean, they could literally get Grant Gustin back in the next movie or some. Are you gonna just ignore me again? If you're not talking about the film, goodbye. Okay, you might as well just be words on a freaking screen. This is Star Wars Day, not crossover day. Got it? Good. No, that sound effect is stupid. And the original was. Urgh! Yep, that's right. Run away, you cowards. They were going to hustle to his land speeder. I love the sound effects in this movie. There's a reason Ben Burt is still relevant to this day compared to other people that just throw in sound effects from other movies. We were talking about Star Wars. Where they use gaffy sticks, it's useful. Yeah, it's a stick that's their weapon. I mean, hell, Boba Fett used it in Book of Boba Fett. There's Alec Guinness. Rest in peace, man. And the only reason there were Brits in these movies is because they filmed in Pinewood Studios later after the desert scenes. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. They didn't have to go back there for the new films. They could have filmed in anywhere else before the pandemic. That's why most comic book movies they film it in Canada because it's cleaner and there's no bintos up there. So I missed them a lot today. Yeah. And by the way, Luke's white outfit, they stole that in the Rise of Skywalker. The hobo's not a Skywalker, guys. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yep. Name I've not heard in a long time. I know. We haven't seen him in a movie since of Revenge of the Sith. No. I haven't gone by the name. So before you were born. Yeah, the prequel trilogy. Yeah, you think? Yeah, 3PO's arm is golden arm. See, even the droids are vulnerable here. So how is it that in Rogue One the robot gets blasted once and dies? That's stupid, guys. Was this the inspiration and influence of the MCU? Yes, it was, but it was done years before because this created a cinematic universe in one film, not in. It didn't need like a whole like it didn't need to make a movie every year. And not couldn't involve. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father. Yep. This dialogue is easily quotable, man. Star pilot in the galaxy, and a cunning warrior. See, and these people acted human, not like stoic robots like in the recent films. And this is Anakin's lightsaber. Then it was Luke's. No one else's. This scene, yeah. Obi-Wan and some damn full light crusade like your father did. Yep, there it is. The weapon of the Jedi's. Your father's lightsaber. Mm-hmm. And no, I'm not seeing the Cassie Nandar show at the end of the year. No. The Jedi Rights of he's an Old Republic, but before the Dark Times, before Disney. Mm-hmm. Before the Empire. Yeah. Before that empire that wants to just squeeze your money. No. That you get nothing and like it, Disney. Nothing. After Multiverse of Madness, you get nothing from me. Help the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. And murdered your father. Yep. In a metaphorical sense. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. Mm-hmm. 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 And there's a reason why it's still around. Hey, little Sims, be respectful. I mean it. Why are you ignoring a little Sonic? It's not little Sonic. He's just Sonic. Here we go. And I saw all of the Clone Wars cartoons, so I am a real fan. Yeah, there's a reason that these movies are still celebrated to this day. And Star Wars Day, no, that's later on this year because they didn't do it last year because of COVID. But this year they're going to do it. Your help, Luke. See, these are a help. I'm getting too old for this sort of. What if there was a bounty hunter saga? We already got that with Mando. The scene is sad when Luke finds his Uncle Owen and Iroh burnt. Yeah, when they're both dead. You must do what you feel is right. Of course, here comes the wipe. Yeah, those wipes, you're not going to do it better. I keep saying that because, again, there's the Death Star. A big freaking planet. Yeah. Well equipped. This guy's a really weird voice. It's to your Starfleet commander, not to this battle station. The rebellion will continue to take the support of the day, said it. Yeah, this guy has a weird voice. I don't know where he came from. It's just, are you ignoring us for a reason? Again, I'm celebrating Star Wars. That's what I'm doing. There's Peter freaking Cushing, the real Peter Cushing, not that CGI abomination from Rogue One. That looked horrible. I don't know why they thought those were good effects. You recreated his face on another person's body, and it sounds nothing like Peter Cushing because he's dead, guys. He died in 1994. How could you recreate somebody that passed away? That's just exploited. Exploitive. Yeah, I like when Vader turns. He's like, no matter what technical data they obtain, this station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I do these commentaries for my amusement. Guys know that. Technological terror you constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant. Next to too obsessed. I'm like, again, guys, I do this every year, whether you guys are here or not. Because my friends on Facebook will watch this later. Yep. Enough of this. See, he could have killed that guy. As you. He didn't even have to touch him. He just waved his fingers. And I'm not one of those toxic fans that throws it in your face. Disney knows what they did and it was wrong. They took legendary movies. Hey, Jay Shad, good to see you here. The real Peter Cushing, yeah, because like I said, I prefer Star Wars when it was actual films, not agenda pieces like Turning Red was this year. Blast points. Mm-hmm. But why would Peter choose for the starter Jawas? Because they sell the droids, yeah. What do you mean we're not friends? I just don't want to answer questions. This is not a Q&A. You guys came to the wrong podcast even that. Wait, Luke. It's too dangerous. Yeah. It's too dangerous. They're already dead. There's nothing he could have done. The Force Choke, a dark side ability. Yeah, exactly. And the Force Lightning as well. I mean, I was better off doing podcasts on StreamYard. At least I didn't have any more spam there. You know what? I'm gonna just block you. I'm tired. Tired of this shit. That's it. You're done. I warned you. I'm not playing games, chat. Be respectful or be gone. I hate these freaking trolls that try to scam my freaking thing. That's why I block people, because I don't have time, guys. We're in May now. We're in almost the halfway point of 2022, and I have a long summer ahead of me. Screw trolls and haters and people that are just repetitive here. Hey, Joshua Russell, what's up? Star Wars: A New Hope is one of my favorite Star Wars movies and sci-fi movies. Star Wars is one of my favorite sci-fi franchises alongside Mass Effect, Star Trek, and Alien. See, that's a respectful comment. It's got to do with this movie, not some random thing that makes no freaking sense. Yep, that's the mind probe with a needle. I don't even know whether we're going to put that in her head or in her neck. I have no idea, but they didn't show it. Show, don't tell. We already know that's going to be painful. They're burning their bodies, yeah. I had to block him. I couldn't take it anymore, John Avenger fan. I'm sorry. I couldn't take it. Constantly bothering me. I don't need that. I told you. Stick to the subject or you're gone. I mean it. Yeah. Because we never needed those 3 movies. That new trilogy did not need to be made. It was just these films, but done worse. And the spin-offs are just explaining things we never needed. We never asked for Rogue One. This movie explained enough, and we didn't ask for Solo, which I'm like, you made Han Solo into the nicest guy in the world, and then they added nothing to his mythos. Mos Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. There's the Womp Rats. There's Weebo from Flubber. Yeah, they made it look bigger in the special editions. We need a new trilogy. Well, not a new trilogy. I'd rather just have the shows on Disney Plus because they're short and they give us what we want. Mando gave me more in 2 seasons than any of those films because they weren't a pandering agenda piece. You don't need to see his identification. Go about his business. Move along. Move along. Yep. That's the Ronto creature, which they did put in the prequels, so it's a canon character. It's just a giant, creature, like lizard thing. I was disgusting creatures. Go on. A new trilogy will mean I have to get invested for another 3 years. I can't do that. I'd rather get a freaking, a Mara Jade spinoff on Disney Plus or something because she's awesome. You could have done a whole trilogy with her and never mentioned the hobo because she's a badass warrior in the comics and in the novels. But apparently, not Spielberg, Kathleen Kennedy wanted someone that they can manipulate. Here's the cantina, the one of the most famous scenes in all of Star Wars. Mara Jade, yeah, exactly. She's a good character. They haven't put her in the film yet, so put her. Cast Karen Gilliam with a lightsaber, a purple lightsaber, none of this yellow girly lightsabers, and give her a backstory. Back when I played Star Wars games on the PS2, the Battlefront games? I played the Lego games, the Lego Star Wars, the video game, and also the original trilogy, and then the complete saga on the Wii, which I played earlier today because I want to celebrate Star Wars Day the right way, without the baggage. We don't serve their kind here. Yeah, we don't serve their kind. Yeah, again, racism. There's Ponda Boba. That guy's got a big nose. These aliens look amazing. The Elephant Man, yeah. Is Mara Jade the one in the comics who carried two guns? I think so. Yeah, she has red hair and a purple lightsaber. Again, that's an interesting character. Where has she been in the past 20 years? Because we haven't seen her. I haven't seen her since the Teräs Käsi game in '97, and that was 25 years ago. I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. We're wanted men. I have the 12s. I love how he cuts a guy's arm off and people just go about their business. It's like, okay, that's it. That's enough. Mm-hmm. Blood. There's blood in this movie. Not a kid's movie, people. Stop acting like Star Wars doesn't have blood, because this movie has blood, and so does Empire, Jedi, and the Revenge of the Sith. I didn't know you block people on a live commentary. Yeah, if you're disrespectful, you're gone. I said that. Sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog, but I prefer your movies. I don't want you being a little. You're saying crossover. I said no repetition, so don't repeat yourself on here unless it's a mistake. What, the CG or the Stormtroopers? Today's all about Star Wars. Now we get Han freaking Solo, the one and only. The Force Unleashed is my favorite game, and the Lego Star Wars games are also fun, yeah. Yep. Falcon. I don't say Falcon because I'm not British. Brits. Yep, there's Harrison freaking Ford. We still have him. Rest in peace, Peter Mayhew, though. I met him when I was 14. Kessel Run. Yeah, that was the only thing we needed to see in Solo, the Kessel Run. The rest of the movie was ass. I mean, it's too freaking dark. Amelia Clark can't act. Tandy Newton is wasted. Woody Harrelson's wasted. It's just so empty, you know? Only passengers. Nice. No crossovers. We're talking about no crossovers. Again, unless you're talking about Mara Jade being in Mando, I don't want to hear about it. Be respectful. Sonic didn't get the memo when I started this podcast. $10,000 all in advance. 10,000. But who's gonna fly, kid? You? And by the way, Fast 9, how dare you mention this franchise? Universal, you're Universal, not Disney. Or Fox when they own Star Wars, because they own the original films. Their name is on every DVD, Blu-ray, and digital copy of Star Wars. It doesn't say Disney because they didn't make these. You can tell they're made with passion, and the prequels as well. Because when the opening crawl bothers me in the new films, you know that they screwed up. That's a problem. The dead speak and Luke Skywalker's vanished, or whatever the hell they said in Last Jedi. Yeah. Stupid. Go to the ship. Get her ready. You have to sell your speeder. Don't worry. Coming back to this planet again. Wrong, sir. In Return of the Jedi, he comes back. Here comes the scene with Greedo. No McClunky in this version. Trust me. We're about an hour in. Yeah, we're almost an hour in. It's too late. I have that Greedo toy. Again, he doesn't get the memo. Give it to me. I might forget about Darth Maul or Darth Vader. Darth. It's yeah, he spelled it wrong. Vader all the time because he's the classic character. You could tell Jabba. He touches his lips like this. Here it comes. Jakorska. That should have been a. See, there it is. No McClunky here. Of course, you're not getting Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga because that's just to remind you of the pain the last 3 movies gave you. If I get that game, I'm either going to get it used or someone's going to buy it for me. I'm not paying $60. I am not that stupid. Switch games, you could get them for $20 on Amazon. Why? Because that's how I roll. I don't pay $60 for a game. I only did that once, and that was when the pandemic started in 2020. Why are you not talking about crossovers? Again, we're not talking about it because you'll get blocked. Greedo was the best character. Set your call for Alderaan. Lock the door, R2. I gotta finish the clothes after this, so. These movies are iconic. See, I have things to do at home. And I gotta throw out the garbage, too. Happy Star Wars Day, all of you. Thanks, Classic Collector 88. At least you get the memo. I like the stars. I have things to do. Sorry, I was gone for a long time. That's fine, Little Sims. You trust me. The chat's been up in there. May the 4th be with you too, J Shads. Or Shades. And even if you get the Star Wars, you'd rather just play the original movies. Yeah, exactly. And the prequels, too. I don't want to hear the dialogue in The Force Awakens or Last Jedi. I just don't want to. I will just... My boogie. Is the Star Wars sequel to the unconstitutional? Yeah, it is. This scene was cut from the original version because Jabba was a human. He was human in the original. In the original version, he was a human being with a fat guy. Is Star Wars? Yeah, I'd rather just play the original movies. Yeah, exactly, because they make me they. Chola. Yeah, that line wasn't changed because he was a human being first, and then he was an alien. There's Boba Fett. Yep. And I don't care what anyone says. That show was not as bad as people said. Favorite film directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Well, I've only seen a couple of his films because I saw the original Godfather. I haven't seen the sequels yet. I will. It's just they're long. They're so freaking long. The second movie's like 4 hours long. Too long. Boba Fett is back. Yeah. So is Mando. His gloves look like Mando's gloves, Han. The dice, I don't care about the dice. He has them in his ship, so what? It was just a background trick. And you don't have to make everything in Star Wars be like, this is the most important thing in the world. No. Garandin. Stop that ship! Blast them! If they got seatbelts. It's weird how they have seatbelts on a spaceship. Yeah, I guess safety restraints are important even in a galaxy far, far away. Yep, iconic when the Millennium Falcon is flying off. You don't see Tatooine again until 2 films later. Toby Maguire shows that. Why did you want to talk about Star Wars so much? Because this is a Star Wars podcast, not Ninja Turtles, Sonic, or anything else. Sorry, but we're staying on topic. Star Destroyers. Oh, Spider-Man Homecoming focused more on Star Wars than some people in the chat. Mm-hmm. This is where the fun begins. Richard Madden was chocolate milk poured on his head. Yeah, I would throw it in his face, actually. He's so boring. That's awesome. Lightspeed is the coolest thing ever. But in Spaceballs, which I could have done that one, I'll probably do that one next year. You have ludicrous speed. I love that. It's so stupid. Ludicrous speed. You're holding Vader's leash. No, more kind of British. She was so cute, man. Is Next Generation. No star system will dare oppose the Emperor now. The hyperspace is epic. So classic, man. You mean Earth? That's what it looks like. Man, Peter Cushing's teeth were so crooked. They're like over here. Him and Christopher Lee had some busted ass teeth, man. You see why I like brushing my teeth? Dentine. Leia is Carrie Fisher's role and no one else's. Exactly. No actress can hold a candle. Why do you think they digitally put her face on someone else's body in Rogue One? Because they couldn't get these actors back. One of them died years ago, and then the other, she had just passed away that same year of that movie, and it just bummed me out. I was so depressed. Do an origin story of her like they did with Solo, yeah. So did I. Is this better than The Force Awakens Last Jedi every day of the week? These original films, the prequels, and Mando are better than anything else that Disney has done because it didn't cause me pain. I was suffering every time I heard that hobo just talk. I wanted to put a sock down her throat. Such a worthless bento, the bento of all bentos, if you ask me. Oh yeah, those are the chess pieces. Stop motion, by the way, with the little creatures. Now be careful, R2. Body slam you. Yeah, screaming about you can't help you. Is the hobo deadpan? Yeah, she's boring. Even in other movies, she in Chaos Walking, I saw in the trailer and I was like, why do you have blonde hair? Are you trying to fool me? I see that worthless face of yours. It's not bankable. It's just haunting. It caused me lack of sleep for 5 years, sir. 5. Not just a day, for several years. It was like a bad drug trip. Yeah, it broke me when I heard that Carrie Fisher passed away because it was right after Christmas in 2016. Like I wasn't depressed enough with Rogue One, and then this happened, and I'm like, oh my god, no. Sent to Egypt, escaped from Egypt, grounded for tranquility. He shot him on the side. Weapons are no match. Seen anything that's on all powerful force controlling. Star Wars Rise of the God was a death in the coffin. It was, and no one asked for it. That's why I skipped it. I was sick when it came out, so I had an excuse to stay home. Where's my nasal spray? Here we go. Mm-hmm. You can do it. There's no such thing as luck. The death in that movie is so pointless. It never even gets pushed out. No, it's a disrespect. I agree with that. The last good movie was Revenge of the Sith because it didn't rate me. Oh, this is when Vader talks after his line and starts moving. I told you. Yep, he does this. I told you, and he should have still said, "I told you, I told you." It's like I told you we'll replay Rebellion. It's a mistake they kept in all the versions. Is Mixa Jar Jar Binks better than the hobo? Yeah, because he did something to in the film. Destroyed the Empire. I thought I blocked you. Jeez. We're about an hour in. That's no moon. It's a PlayStation. That's no moon. It's a PlayStation. This is a fun level in Star Wars. It is, yeah. In the game, the Death Star, when you have to rescue Princess Leia. That's not the auxiliary power. That was light speed. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, do you wish Disney would release the original theatrical cuts of the films on Disney Plus and on 4K? Yeah, but they're lazy. When in Fast 9 did they see the Star Wars references? The scene where Charlize Theron is in a box and talks to that guy, Otto, and he says, I'm Luke freaking Skywalker. I'm like, no, you're not. Mark Hamill is, not you. Mm-hmm. Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie. That's fine. I sense something. Yep. I was a kid. Yeah, every part, and they don't check the bottom of it. That in Fast 9, yeah, it's ridiculous. How dare they say Star Wars? And that's not the only one. They mentioned the Millennium Falcon and Han Solo and Chewbacca in a freaking Universal movie. We get it, Universal. You're jealous of Disney. It's time to rescue the princess. Yeah. Who's the more fool? The fool or the fool who follows? Oh, yeah, he pets Chewbacca. He pets him like a dog. Yeah. Keep your Star Wars references out of my Fast and the Furious movies, and stop being meta. It didn't work with the Matrix Resurrections. What I want to do is talk about Star Wars again. Sonic. I don't. I'm getting tired of this. No matter what I do, this idiot is going to keep bothering me. You're banned from the next podcast. I mean it. If I see you, I'm going to report you. I'm going to make sure you're hidden. You're just hearing that now. And yeah, just eat this because I need to be nourished. Mm-hmm. Luke is too small for this because Mark Hamill's not a very tall guy, but got a big personality, man. Yep, that's when Chewbacca slaps him. Some people just don't get it. This is a Star Wars podcast, not Ninja Turtles, Alvin and the Chipmunks, or anything else. We don't talk about that. Well, I'll do podcasts for those movies eventually. So suck it, Sonic. You fake, you freaking troll. He's a troll. I gotta monitor the people that be on my podcast. If they're not real friends, they get blocked immediately. I'm not even gonna wait until we get to the hour mark when I do Empire and Return of the Jedi, because then it's not fun. I'm not having fun dealing with this freaking chat with some of the people in this chat that want to talk about something else. The Tractor Beam is actually in several locations. Yeah, this dialogue was added in the special edition. Mm-hmm. Always, yeah, for with me as well. It's the same thing as Bruno. We don't talk about anything other. Yeah, again, exactly. It's topic. That's it. 23. The highest rated Star Wars movies on Letterboxd are Empire and this film. Yeah, because again, they're classic. They're reason that they're classic. Do something. But they're gonna kill her. Better her than me. Yeah, the hobo is kryptonite because every time I see her face, I'm like, just get away from me. Please get away from me. You ruined everything about, you know, you ruined everything about cinema in that decade, in the 2010s. I don't know. I could imagine quite a bit. Better. Yeah, because on Kashyyyk, Chewbacca was a prisoner there. You know, when the Empire went there, that's how he met Han. That isn't very reassuring. Well, there's the mouse droid. Yeah, I remember the mouse droid. Goodbye, little toy. Even though you hate Sean Bean, do you at least like him in Lord of the Rings? He's fine there. He's not great, but you know, most of the people in those films can act. Look at that droid. It's like really black. And I love this stormtrooper look better than in the rehash trilogy because they look like babies, and I don't like the shrunken head version. Those look horrible. Mouse droids are amazing. They're cute. Remote control too. This is not going to work. This is hilarious. Yeah, where are you taking this thing? And I got a Chewbacca toy. I got several of them. Yep, these guys get blasted right in the chest or the side. The fake Sonic is starting to drive me nuts, John. I know. I'm gonna just keep blocking him until the podcast is over. And some people just can't take a hint. There. Can't bother me again. The next podcast he's banned. I mean it. I will contact YouTube if you do this again. A fake Sonic. I'm doing a podcast on one subject. That's it. We're not going into tangents. Yeah, it's not for trolls and haters. I'll block them. How are you? There she is. That's a nice pose, man. I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. Yeah. Yep. That's his sister. Even in Ralph Breaks the Internet, they have to remind you of Star Wars. Yeah, and that wasn't needed. I didn't need that. That was just like real pandering. They're pretending that we actually like these movies as much as the MCU. No, we don't. Baby Groot, we still love. That's why he's going to come back. Don't underestimate the Force. Yeah, that was not needed in Ralph Breaks the Internet. That easily could have been cut out. Hey, Josh, you finally made it. I already said my piece on Mara Jade. It can't be done, but I wanted to stop and say hi to all. No, Mara Jade will be done. It can be done because, like I said, I don't care if it's the expanded universe. They put a lot of expanded universe characters in. Mm-hmm. He even knows his plan. You saw there was an R2 unit there. Excuse me. They keep shoving agendas down our throats with new Star Wars. I know. That's why I stopped watching the films. Karen as Mara Jade, that's not a bad choice at all. Yeah, again, because who else is going to do it? Unless you get Jessica Chastain, but I think she's a little bit old for the part because she's in her 40s. Open up in there. Oh, no. Gotta stretch my legs. This is some rescue. You can't beat the classics, man. Oh. Yeah, I don't care what you smell. They should have said that to The Rock. He just had his 50th birthday this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course she's not in this movie. She wasn't even born yet. My guess is that if J.J. and Ryan Johnson directed the prequels, it would have been better for critics and most audiences, but worse for you. Yeah, again, they can't write and direct. J.J. has to recycle ideas. At least Lucas did his own thing. Great from there. No way. Your worship. He wasn't the real Sonic. Of course not. It's worse. Yeah, I know it's kind of toxic. That's why I don't want to deal with it. Tentacle. There's a Dianoga's eye. This thing is in the Shadows of the Empire game. I start being respectful. Yeah, you better, because I'm not going to deal with another person. Yeah, that thing almost choked him. It almost choked his golden voice for the Joker. That's why his voice is dead. It's like Gabriel, because he tried to choke him. He tried to, strangle him. Damn, it's like a snake. Watch out for the tentacles. That's funny. Star Wars Phantom Menace is very underrated. Yeah, but I did the podcast for that. I know. The remakes can't top the original. No, you can't. Even the Disney remakes failed. Why? Because they're not the same thing. They're just the same movie with no ambition. They're just, let's do the same thing, make the movies longer so that we can keep you in the theater and add things that don't add to the movie. Giving Jasmine her own song in the remake of Aladdin adds nothing. They just want to have another Let It Go, and I'm like, yeah. And that remake didn't get an Oscar. So suck it, Disney. You and your unoriginality. And I don't care about Naomi Scott. I didn't like her in Power Rangers. Okay, what it was in Star, I couldn't stand her accent. Yeah, it was killing me. The moment she opened her mouth to BB-8, I'm like, please, just make it stop. Just, I'm begging you, please make it stop. It was giving me pain. For the prison level, if you hurry, you might catch them. His third leg. Mark Hamill's the best Joker. No, not only the best Luke Skywalker. Yeah, exactly. Gabriel. See, there's jokes, but it's not every 2 seconds. The Last Jedi tried to have an MCU script and it failed. I'm sorry. Putting MCU dialogue in a Star Wars movie feels forced. No pun intended. Like, I'm going to put you on hold. Har, 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 har. Please. Are you there, sir? Ruined the start. She did ruin it. Besides J.J. Abrams for casting her and her god awful accent in that face. Shut down all the garbage bashers on the garbage bashers. No, shut them all down. Hurry. She got to act because she deserves it. Trust me. Uh, you know, um, Kelly Marie Tran did not deserve it for The Last Jedi. It's not her fault that Rian Johnson can't direct. He made her an annoying twat that hangs out with Finn and falls in love with him, which comes out of nowhere. Yeah, the dying R2. See, these people act human. They're a family. I did not feel that with the new films. There's so much tension with the cast. I'm like, I don't know how they worked with each other for 3 movies. I thought they were going to rip each other's heads off. And what did Bainga say? You're not going to Disney Plus me. Well, we don't want you. We don't want your kind. Oscar Isaac only went to Disney Plus because he's playing a Marvel character. But thankfully, I'm going to finish Moon Knight tonight, and I never have to watch it again. It's just not MCU enough for me. It's not jokey. It's way too dark. It's really disturbing, and I couldn't handle it. It was too much. Go ahead. Ah. From just one person, me. No reward is worth this. See, there's dialogue. I just remember. I don't remember anything with the hobo except her screaming. I'm sorry. I heard Keira Knightley do that already in the Pirates movies. Why are you trying to copy her? I already can't stand her. Luke Han and Leia are family. Yeah, exactly. We wanted to see them come back, not these half-ass versions that we don't care about. With Mando, I care about Mando, and I care about Baby Yoda, and I cared about Cara Dune, and I cared about the freaking, the even Queel. I have spoken. I liked him better than any of the characters. Like Nas Kanata, they did nothing with her. You got Lupita Nyong'o, an actress that won an Oscar, and you made her some orange alien that does nothing. Yeah, you are such a waste of freaking space, Kathleen Kennedy. You and J.J.'s writers. Excuse me. This scene always cracks me up because they're running away from him. That's classic, man. It's classic. Did you do a commentary on the Clone Wars? No, because I don't have that movie anymore. Plus, that movie's short. It's only about 90 minutes. You took a wrong turn. Now he does like Batman. I think I just blasted it. He's like, I'm going to be like Batman and throw my batarang. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you could call me obsessed, but guess what, guys? When I do Star Wars, I'm focused on that. That's it. Trust me, I take it very seriously when it comes to doing the commentaries for that. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Luke apparently has a utility belt like Batman. Dun, 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 dun. They run away from Han. Yeah, that's hilarious. That cracks me up. Batman would not have had a chance against Darth Vader, no? Yeah, I love this part. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. They did it in one go. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was that was enough to hold both of their weight. They must have been really light. This movie's a classic, man. Yeah, because Mara Jade. Yeah, it says yes, they are toxic. That's why I said that Mara Jade. Even with Mandalorian, they have to get toxic, and it's frustrating for me as a casual Star Wars fan. Again, people are toxic about Harry Potter too. Look what happened with Fantastic Beasts 3. It bombed at the box office and domestically, so there won't be another film for a while. Thanks to J.K. Rowling and freaking Kathleen Ezra Miller's behavior. This movie and Superman were great. Yeah, they came out in the same decade. Yep. They're gonna see each other again in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Your power is so weak, old man. If you strike me down, become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Lightsaber duel is amazing. Yeah, it's a classic fight. It's not as good as the one with Luke or the ones in the prequels, which are very fast paced, but it's still a classic scene. And new Star Wars fight scenes are pure garbage. Yeah, they're not. They're badly choreographed. It's badly edited, and Kylo has to hit his stomach like this. I mean, it just looks ridiculous. Did you see the trailer for Obi-Wan? Yeah, and I got chills for it. I got chills. I'm going to see that in a couple of weeks. It comes out on May the 27th. But this is when the lightsaber was shutting off. Yeah, it looks hilarious. It's like the. Yep, he's like, he smiles at him. He disappears. Yeah, much. No. Yeah, he's like, where did he go? How long is this movie? Again, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Still not that long because the other movies, they make them 20 minutes longer and don't need to be. That's the problem I have. Movies are too freaking long now. They make them 20 minutes longer than they need to be. And even with the Batman, you could have cut 20 minutes of the running time and it would not make a difference. Like the scenes in the scenes in the club, they should have just done it twice, not 5 times. It was just a little bit too repetitive in that scene. It's hurting my ears. Let me just take this out. It's fine. The movie's almost over anyway. That's why I can't do the Batman. It's too long to wear headphones that long. Next time I'll just lower the volume. And don't worry, there's no post-credit scene. So when we get to the end credits, I'll just stop it. It'll be a lot faster. All the movies are too freaking long. Well, most of them are, especially the prequels. But like I said, the last two. Why was it over? Why were they over 2 hours and 20 minutes? You don't need 20 minutes of padding. It's no longer here. No, I blocked them. I had to take a stand. I'm sick of it. He didn't get the memo when I started this. No more trolls. The next time there's someone being repetitive, you're blocked and goodbye. That includes the Empire, Return of the Jedi, or even the X-Men movies I'm going to do later this year. This is a chat, not a freaking political stand. Yeah. Right. Together. Together. You have R2 to put the fire out. Ha ha! Yeah, I got him. Plus, you feel good when this movie's over. I don't feel. I felt like relieved after the last movie came. The last one I saw in the theater. No more trolls. I mean it. That's why when people leave stupid comments on my videos, you're gone. That's it. I don't have time for the people like that. Life is too freaking short, man. The year's almost half done, and I want to do more. Yep, there it is. A big explosion. Oof. Did it. We did it. Help! I think I'm melting. This is all your fault. Yeah, and they had tension on the set as well. Anthony Daniels and Kenny Baker. May he rest in peace, Kenny Baker. This is it. The third act. The and by the way, the actor that plays Wedge here is a different actor because later on he was replaced because the other actor just I think was like I think he quit or something or he was replaced. Yeah. There's the Michael Bay explosion. Yeah, but it's done well done. At least it makes sense. Are you going to do Age of Ultron? Yeah, I am. But after I see Multiverse of Madness. Yep, just like Disney. Mm-hmm. And I love what the nostalgia critic reviewed the Rise of Skywalker. He said, "I don't have to do any of these movies. I'm never coming back to these movies. I mean it this time." I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Harrison Ford. You've made enough money. You don't need to do Star Wars ever again." What if Star Wars, Transformers, and Fast and Furious come together when the cars are in space and Transformers into robots? That would be awesome, but it will never happen because Universal and Disney won't let it happen. The movie's almost over. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left. It's long, but it's not too long. Harry Potter's way longer. Like, for Sorcerer's Stone is 2.5 hours. It didn't need to be that long. I think you could have made it 20 minutes shorter and just cut some of the things in the beginning because I didn't care about Harry's sheltered life with his uncle and aunt to, keeping him in a closet. I didn't need to see that. That could have been shorter. Miss Han Solo, yeah. The film is almost over, Milos. Just a couple more minutes. It is long, and I'm not pausing it. I'm just going to finish it. And I started this podcast early, like 20 minutes early or 30 minutes early. This is Yavin. Here we go. The there's the conference room and then the battle of the freaking Yavin with what was it called? The X Wings and the Y Wings. See, that's a different actor that plays Wedge. Mm-hmm. I can take this. Will be all well over any of the new films. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the next hit will start a chain reaction, which should destroy the station. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're gonna need it to get through this year, to through this decade. I wish Obi-Wan Kenobi came out already, but no, we have to wait a few more weeks until May 27th. That's the weekend that Stranger Things comes back on Netflix, and also before Memorial Day. Chain Reaction. That's a film with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, I've never seen it though. I think because Rachel Weisz is in it, I can't stand her, guys. I can't. Do you think Doctor Strange Multiverse of Man will be even better than the first one? Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. No Tilda Swinton this time. That means miles better. I'm ready for the gore. I'm ready for the horror. I'm ready for the multiple cameos. And it is a long movie, and I'm gonna savor every moment of it, guys. Wait till you hear my reaction when I get home. And I have that Luke Skywalker in the X-wing pilot. Yeah, he has it in all three films. What are you looking at? A green R2 unit. That was sweet. This is Biggs, his friend from Tatooine. I do like this scene. I do like this scene. I wish it was kept in the original version because it gives Biggs more screen time. Biggs Darklighter, yes. The new movies suck. Yeah, they're just not the originals. They wish they were because they don't have the we don't have the connection with the characters. That's why I hated the new films. And even Rogue One, even if you like those characters, they all die. So what's the freaking point of that movie? They all die. The two Asian guys die. The K2SO dies. Freaking Jin Urso dies. Cassian Andor dies. The Arabic guy dies. They all die. So what is the freaking connection here? That would have been like if Infinity War, all the Avengers die and then Thanos wins. It would be a freaking bummer, wouldn't it? It would have made the ending even worse because Endgame fixes the ending of that movie. That's why it subverted expectations the right way. Here it's like, no, they're all dead. Screw you. I feel like a bad fan when they do that. Like I'm invested in the characters and then they all die. That's just a slap in the face to fan base. Don't ever do that again. Killing off one character is fine, but all of them, no. That's freaking stupid. Lucas hearing the voices in his head. We're almost done, guys. I wish I could put it without headphones, but I can't. Then I'll get a copyright infringement. You know how YouTube is with their music cues. So it's not nothing but a fan fiction character, exactly. Red 5 standing by. Awesome. See, that's a different actor. It's not the same actor that played Wedge in the conference room. I didn't notice that until now because I know I said his face looks different. I copied Gold Leader. Yeah, those are the Y wings. They don't have A wings in this battle, I believe. In the other battle, yeah, they do in Return of the Jedi. This is just iconic, man. That bombastic music that they play in Shadows of the Empire. If you made a Star Wars movie, what would you call it? I don't know, the Dark Saga or something like that, or the or the Force, what was it called? The Force Continues would have been better than Force Awakens. If Deadpool makes a cameo in the multiverse, he may drop an F bomb or do a lot of bloody violence because there's a PG-13. Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to be in it. I'm not spoiling anything. Don't spoil that movie. Don't do it, guys. You will be canceled if you do. Not in this podcast. I'm not doing another podcast until after I see Multiverse. Cover me, Porkins. I'm right with you, Red 3. Yep, that blew up the tower. How does the title work? Star Wars, the Star Wars Strikes Back. Well, that sounds too similar. The Force Unleashed. Here they come. It's classic, man. I never get tired of these movies. I'm hit. Star Wars comics are pretty dark. Yeah, I had them. And I have those toys of the I have the TIE Interceptor that Vader flies in. Yeah, those are the TIE Fighter pilots. And I met David Prowse before he passed away. Rest in peace, man. There's a lot of people in this movie that are no longer with us. And I know there's no Asians in this movie, but hey, I don't want to do Rogue One. I can't. The movie hurt me. The battle at the end is good, but because I don't care about the characters, the action is just there. Plus, I can see those scenes on YouTube. I don't have to watch the whole film. It's too freaking long. And Felicity Jones has no charisma. This is great. And Wedge survives all the films. He makes Poe look like a bitch in comparison. At least Wedge didn't get talked down by a woman. In attack formation. The final battle of the Death Star is epic. It is, and you can never recapture this. By the time they were fighting the Star Killer in Force Awakens, it lost me. I didn't care because Han, they killed him off, and I was like, no, I don't care anymore. Screw you, movie. Just end. And I only clapped out of respect because the movie was over. And out of for the people that tried in the movie, the very few that did. The guns, they've stopped. Staple your deflectors. Watch for enemy fighters. That's the stay on target guy. They all die except for Wedge and. Stay on target. Nope, it's not their job to. Yeah, they're not playing around, man. I thought this guy was Rex Harrison. It looks like him, right? A moment of triumph. Yeah, you don't count your chickens and all that, Peter Cushing or Ram Moff Tarkin. Mm-hmm. These movies are just iconic, and you can't recreate them. You tried that and you failed. That's why people saw right through your BS, Kathleen Kenny. This is it. Yep. This was a hard level in the Star Wars Super Star Wars game on Super Nintendo, which I still have, by the way. Mm-hmm. Wait, I see them. I'm in range. Almost there. Peace, yeah. I will have it once Kathleen Kennedy is gone from Star Wars. We can all rejoice because she'll never ruin another franchise. And that's the thing. She didn't ruin Gremlins or E.T. or whatever. But the thing is, back then she didn't have power. Once she got mad with power, she became the emperor of Lucasfilm, and it sucks. The empress, if you will. She didn't had nothing to do with the original films. That's why they're iconic. How was this work? Almost there, yeah. Yep. Yeah! See, you feel that. Vader shut down like half of the freaking pilots. I think that wouldn't have happened if he wasn't there. Or was the Next Generation? Well, that sounds too much like Star Trek, but yeah, Beggar's Canyon, baby. I got 6 views already, so obviously I'm doing something right. I'm keeping people entertained. That's what I do here. I'm not here to talk about other things. I have other podcasts for that. We're almost done. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is the devil because she's a horrible producer. She should stop ruining movies. You know why Rogue One? You know why Mando and Book of Boba Fett and Bad Batch worked? She did not get involved as much. She just put the money in it. That's it. She didn't have her female agendas on those things. I can't stay with you. I love this. Yeah, Wedge almost died, but he's like Vader lets him go. Yeah, I got to see David Prowse's eye in the helmet. Mm-hmm. And Luke does it, man. And thanks to Han because he saves him. And it's unexpected. We didn't expect Han to come back in the film. Luke is all alone. Imagine Tom Hardy in the new Star Wars. No, he would be a cartoon. He'd be like, the Force. That would be him. He's a cartoon. He's not a real actor anymore. He's just a cartoon. Do you have any Star Wars action figures? A lot. I'll show them in my next movie podcast. I missed David Prowse. I met him. He had strong shoulders for a man his age. I know. Thanks, Star Vader. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. He's going to do it by instinct. Yep. Arthur got blown up. I love how IG-88 dies in Lego Star Wars. Like, that's hilarious. Vader. Oh, this is fun, man. You can't beat the classics, man. You're not going to top it. It's just, it is what it is. It's a product of its time and for all time. I have you now. No, you don't. What? Yep. Here it comes. Here comes the money shot. Yep. No one expected this. Star Wars Rise of the Enemies. Yeah. I laughed. Yeah. Yep. Let's go home. Got it. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. He's like, wait, we're going to blow up? We're going to die? Yep. Bye, Empire. Yep. That was 1 in a million, baby. Would a Lego Star Wars movie work? Yeah. It would work. Star Wars Enemies Endgame. Yeah, that's what they were trying to do. But Endgame earned its finale. Really? Horses? What? You're not Lord of the Rings. They didn't have horses in these movies. See, they're a family. I feel that. Boom. R2's a mess. But he's not dead. Say something. Yeah, they fix him up at the end. What do horses have to do with Star Wars? Nothing. They're trying to be Lord of the Rings. That's different. That's just a fantasy, not science fiction. Not sci-fantasy. I like Luke's yellow jacket. That's cool. They're like Batman and Robin when you think about it. Older guy, younger guy. There's Leia with her hair bun. Can CJ Miller do the voice of Luke? Yeah. Anybody that's not some Binto or that guy that was in Fast 9. I clap this at ending all the time, guys, always. Because these films are classics. There's a reason they will never be forgotten. They're in the film registry. Yeah. Golden, man. This is the gold standard of cinema, man. It is. And there's no dialogue left. It's just their faces say everything. It's called atmosphere, guys. You don't always have to say what's on your mind. I love these movies, man. Forever. I will love them forever, Kathleen Kennedy. Forever and ever and ever. Star Wars will never hesitate. Yeah, that song kind of became a meme. Which one? Forever and ever? Yeah. Chewie gets the last word and then applause. Everybody in the theater, baby. that was a fun May the 4th be with you guys. Thanks for watching. This was amazing. It's still a classic. 45 years later, I wasn't even born when these films came out, but man, they still hold up. They still hold up, and I can't wait to do Empire Strikes Back. It is a masterpiece. It is. These are my favorite movies of all time, the original trilogy. Nothing will ever touch them. Nothing. And I'm like, yeah, and these movies they make you feel good when they're over. Even Empire, even though it's a bittersweet ending, you know what's coming at the end of the last movie. Some people tried to bother you, yeah, but it didn't work because I'm still here and I finished the podcast. Thanks for watching. And these films are so iconic. I just love these films so much. And thanks for watching. And my next podcast will be in a couple of days. I'm seeing Multiverse of Madness. I'm doing a review for it in 2 days. Be aware of that. And thanks for watching, guys. See ya. You guys are the best. Thanks for making this a special. May the 4th be with you. It will be with you always, guys. Take care.